This episode of Destructoid is brought to you by Netflix. Coming up on Destructoid, Team Fortress 2 pulls a Zynga, Saints Row has incredible dildo physics, and we pick which one of you is the fruitiest ninja. I love this job.
Welcome to Destructoid. I'm Carol Long.
And I'm Max Scoville.
Happy Friday!
We get excited about every Friday.
I
It's
love
awesome.
the weekend.
Yeah.
I really do. Not because we don't do this show, but for other reasons.
I don't want to know. So apparently us bantering really bothers people, so let's...
yeah, one guy on YouTube.
Yeah, we got to
should shut it
complain
down.
about the banter. We should cut that out.
You want to lead us into our first
Let's
story
do that.
of the day?
So Valve rained on everyone's parade by not having any presence at E3 this year, but they are making up for it now. Yesterday they dropped the Uber update for Team Fortress 2, which is allegedly their biggest update ever. And the update includes an assload of wacky new class items and a much-awaited Meet the Medic video. Here's the real kicker. Team Fortress 2 is now free to play. It's available for PC or Mac via Steam, and you just go download it. That's it. In a recent interview, Valve's Robin Walker said that they've been playing around with this idea since the Manconomy update that happened back in September. And it's a pretty ballsy move on Valve's part, but it could be one of those things that changes the gaming industry big time. The free-to-play model has proven it can make money. I actually once saw a guy at 7-Eleven drop $160 cash on Mafia Wars Zynga dollars. Is it going to work for Valve? I don't know. But hey, like, Team Fortress 2 is officially the highest-rated free-to-play game of all time. And it's got like a 92 on Metacritic. So if you've never played it, you can go check it out because it's free.
Did you hear that people are getting angry on the internet
What?
over this? I know!
What?
I was shocked, too.
People on the internet?
Right after
Enraged?
Right after Valve's announcement, people immediately clamored to the Steam forums to whine about how the free hat that Valve gave to everybody who actually purchased the game is a ripoff and that they want their money back for ever purchasing the game to begin with. Shortly thereafter, user XCowY over on the Steam forums posted a link to a Facebook group called "We Want Our $sign Back. Team Fortress 2 is F2P now." The description of said group reads as follows. Team Fortress 2 is free to play on Steam now. Player who brought this game got scammed by Valve now. Please join and let Valve how mad we are.
How is Babby formed?
May I remind you people that you paid $20 for this game? Duke Nukem Forever, on the other hand, is $60 and currently has a 49 rating on Metacritic, which is pretty good considering. And even that game, people haven't demanded their money back on yet. Speaking of Duke Nukem Forever, I got a chance to check out the demo last night, as promised. Couldn't get past the second stage, even if I wanted to, because my truck ran out of gas, and then they say you're supposed to find a new gas tank, and I found one, but I couldn't reach it. Like, literally, I could not get to it.
Yeah, dear lady driver.
So, shut up. Other than that, it was pretty bad. Not nearly as awful as I was expecting. You guys made it seem like an antichrist of video games. I definitely rolled my eyes a few times, though, at the end of the first stage, you know, when the two chicks are going down on him, and then they're like, was it good? And he's like, after 12 years, it should be. Yeah, we've seen that clip before, you guys, in a trailer that you showed, like, months ago. It stopped being funny after the first time, and possibly even before that.
I like how they're sitting like 4 feet away from him because his dick is just that huge.
I hadn't noticed that, actually. Anyway, those are my 2 cents on the demo. Here's what some of you guys had to say about it. Turkey Slayer 22 wrote, quote, "The most fun I had in the Duke Nukem Forever demo was drawing a dick on a whiteboard. Huge fan of Microsoft Paint here. Make Microsoft Paint too." Totally agree with you on that one. It was a program that was incredibly ahead of its time. Dan the Burger said, quote, "Duke Nukem was a mediocre shooter at best based on the demo. I'd tell you more, but the demo crashed every time I tried to load the second part of it." Fair enough. Stemmage said, "I finished Duke Nukem. It was a sloppy, linear, 90s-style first-person shooter, but I liked almost all of it." One of the few positive comments that we got on it. And Master Chief SD said, quote, "I played it, and the next day I canceled my reserve and reserved the Madness Returns, and I'm never regret it. The first part of the demo rocked when you kill that boss, but the second part sucked." I agree, it does get significantly worse as you go on. I don't even know what the third stage of the demo is like. I don't want to know. And Goofier Brute wrote over on Destructoid.com, "Based on the demo, I can honestly say this game is complete garbage and one of the worst games of all time."
Well, hey, hold on now. Goofier Brute wrote a good portion about the game, and he made a really valid point that this has 14 years of hype writing behind it. So, like, what were we expecting? Is it good that they spent 14 years making it? I don't think that really necessarily adds up. And if we were expecting Half-Life 2, like...
Did they really spend 14 years actually making it, though? Because after a certain while, you just kind of have to scrap, you know, stuff and start anew. Because, you know, who wants 14-year-old game physics in a modern-day game? You know what I mean?
If you spend, like, 6 hours making macaroni and cheese, is that necessarily going to be good macaroni and cheese? Or is that going to be, like, some kind of weird...
It would be congealed.
A little bit
in
weird.
a way that I'm uncomfortable with.
Yeah.
Anyway, mostly negative reviews overall. Not a surprise to anyone. I was actually surprised at how many people admitted that they laughed during the demo because I thought the humor was the worst part of it, other than, you know, not being able to finish it part. So.
Well, I downloaded it, and I actually didn't finish it, possibly because I've already played the intro sequence like 3 or 4 times at this point, and I've sort of gotten bored. But I was also playing by myself and sober. If I had friends over to make fun of it and drink beer with me, it would have been different.
That's very sad.
Because it's like, I mean, have you ever watched a terrible movie by yourself?
Yeah,
it's not
nearly as fun.
Yeah, if you've got like a bunch of friends there being like, hey, it's stupid, you're like, ah, it is stupid,
well, I had
and you
2
laugh
other
at
friends
it.
with me, and even then, it just made the awkward, non-funny parts even
Tara,
more
you have a degree
awkward.
in mathematics. This video game is obviously not designed for you. But yeah, that being said, there are parts of the game that just aren't fun. I mean, there's challenging and then there's infuriating.
Yeah.
In the full game, there's a turret sequence against the mothership. It sucked. Like, I thought I was bad at video games when I first played it, but after seeing a room full of seasoned gamers like cursing at it, it occurred to me that it kind of sucks. Like, pretend you saw that, you know, footage like online 3 years ago, and it was like leaked Duke Nukem Forever footage. Would you believe it was Duke Nukem Forever? And would you care? Also, why was there no jetpack in single player? That's just really, really stupid.
Yeah. I can't believe we're still talking so much about Duke Nukem, even after it's been out for a week.
That's
and a
why
half.
it's successful, you know, because we're
We'll
talking about it.
Down after a while. Let's take a second to thank our sponsors, and we'll get some more news in. With more than 20 million members, Netflix is the world's largest subscription service, instantly streaming TV episodes and movies over the internet to your home. Members can instantly watch thousands of titles on a vast array of devices, streaming TV episodes and movies like your Xbox 360, your Sony PS3 game console, or your Nintendo Wii. As a Netflix Unlimited member, you can instantly watch as many movies as you want, anytime, for one low monthly price. There are no late fees or due dates, and as a new member and a Destructoid viewer, you too can get a free trial membership. Just go to netflix.com/Destructoid and sign up now.
You know, I think that Netflix is probably my favorite Xbox game. And heads up, guys, the entire series of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is on there, so go watch that. It holds up terribly. On Monday's episode, I got really stupidly excited about how the THQ guys at E3 had a sexy bikini car wash to promote Saints Row the Third. Now take that excitement and multiply it by infinity thousand. Last night, this gameplay showed up online, and it fucking rules. I don't even want to comment on it. I just want to list the stuff. You can punch hookers in the groin. You can do leapfrog over hookers. And the fighting is great. And there's a floppy dildo that you can hit homeless people with. And then these are boxing gloves infused with the apocalypse, which is brilliant. And then you can also dance with the hookers, which I think is just... This is like how I try and play video games. You can call it an airstrike if you don't want to fight like a bunch of dudes at once, which is so beautifully cheap. He just killed a gang. And tanks, because why not? Because tanks. You can also have a furry outfit or a spaceman outfit, and apparently there's also a pirate and a cowboy. Here's the hoverjet, which has a microwave laser beam as shown here, and motherfucking homing missiles. I don't even know if you can die in this game yet. This is my favorite. It's a truck that picks up pedestrians and shoots them out of it like a fucking cannon. And if that's not enough, you can actually hop out and, let's see, here he goes. He's excited, he's pumped, he's gonna get a running start. He is going to jump into it and fire himself into the heavens. Yeah.
Because why not?
So, of course, immediately after I watched this video, I made the awful, awful mistake of scrolling down on YouTube and seeing the comments, and people were like, GTA did it first, this is shit. What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you? Like, this looks incredible. Everyone's assholes. I've always loved GTA because of the crazy shit you can do in it, but then in 4 they were like, yeah, San Andreas was a little much. We're going to get rid of the dildos and jetpacks and have it be realistic. Volition obviously knows more about fun, so they've made a fun game. And look at it this way. Remember how the first GTA games came out and they were like top-down driving and everyone was like, those are pretty cool. And then the third one came out and everyone's like, what the fuck is this? Holy shit, this is amazing. I don't ever want to leave the house. This reminds me of that.
Really?
I'm less excited about Skyrim because of this trailer.
Dildos seem to be a common thing in video
Yeah, well,
games
you were always
these
playing
days.
those weird Japanese dating sims with the girls in the schoolgirl outfits
I
and the
do
cat
like
ears.
those games. Anyway, moving away from dildos, Crytek announced recently that they're going to be putting out some new updates to the PC version of Crysis 2 on Monday, as in this coming Monday, June 27th. The version 1.9 patch is going to add support for DirectX 11, as well as a few other enhancements, including a high-res texture upgrade. Crytek CEO Savat Yerli admitted that not placing enough emphasis on the PC version of Crysis 2 was a mistake, but said about the patch, quote, "This is much more like a gift to the high-end community," and I think gamers will appreciate that. It lifts up Crysis 2 and gives a sneak peek of how PC gaming will evolve in the future if you support a high-end preference. So, PC gamers rejoice. This is good news for people who
No, when
felt like they got the shaft.
I played Crysis 2, I was not really impressed. You know, the first achievement was like, yes, it can run Crysis. You know, it's like, it looks cool, but like, it doesn't look like Crysis did when we first saw it.
Yeah, well, it'll be nice to see how the graphics improve because of that. Why don't we announce our Fruit Ninja Kinect contest winner, Grandmaster T. You are the chosen one.
You won.
We watched all of your videos and really enjoyed them, and I swear to God, I'm not just saying that to sound nice. It's like awesome.
You guys are funny.
Seeing what our actual viewers look like. And it seems we have quite a few Australian fans, too.
Yeah.
Some questions and observations I did have while watching.
Oh boy, here we go.
Let's see here. Lethal Preacher, where may I procure your t-shirt? It is for a friend. Sniper Man, nice touch with the sound effects, and with those sunglasses on, you slightly resemble McLovin.
When I was watching that, my girlfriend was like, turn that off now. I was like, sorry, I'll turn it down. Put on headphones.
Sparrow 15, I like your imagination hat. Does it come in black? System of a Down 8KS, your Microsoft Paint skills are a force to be reckoned with. And AC Red Creations, I thought was legitimately trying to murder me for a second. He actually made like, that's not him, that's a Mexican zebra.
That's not a Mexican zebra, that's a guy in a Tron
I know,
shirt.
I was going to say, my comment to him was that your username is deceptive. And finally, Arthur Treeman.
Oh, Arthur Treeman.
Pointed out that we need a new movie club movie.
I have taken
this
upon
week.
myself
He's,
to take 40 turquoise Game Boy Colors
like the Alfred
hostage
Hitchcock of
until
YouTube.
you
I have
release
hosted the number
the
of
next
Game Boy
movie
Colors.
for the
Anyway, I'd like to
Netflix
point out that
Movie
Tommy's
Club
video
Movie
was
Club
one of my
movie.
like absolute top picks because in addition to him dressing up like a ninja, the music he had playing in the background was like a kung fu ringtone version of Rihanna's Rude Boy, and Riri's my girl.
Riri? You mean Rai Rai?
No.
I guess it's Rihanna, not Rihanna.
Yeah.
Rai Rai sounds better though.
Well, on that note, we've got an interesting job opportunity for anyone in the San Francisco Bay Area. Destructoid.com needs an editorial intern. Now, this does not pay, but I can assure you that you will make some awesome friends and have a good time, unless you're boring. But you'll get to be friends with me and Tara, unless she's busy wearing sunglasses and preening like a peacock, because she's a prima donna. But if you want to do this, check it out. Send a writing sample to interns@destructoid.com.
To clarify, this is for the website, not for our show.
Website, yes.
Yeah.
We don't actually have interns. We have
No.
we have some greyhounds we adopted.
We have some
and they don't. That's why there's production values are. You know, there's just dogs running around. Anyway, have a good weekend, guys.
Let's go get drunk.
Let's go get. Yeah, let's do that.
Bye, guys.